To those of you who don't know, I am currently seriously sick and at my parents' place. Hi, this is RGV and you're watching RGV Love, where I am the crazy Indian mother. Those of you who follow me on social media would already know that I'm seriously sick and I was hospitalized last week. I am back home now. Not really back home, but I'm at my parents' place in Noida these days, recovering, and I'm a lot better now. I am going to go back to South. So I'm recording this on Thursday, 30th of March. I'm not really sure when I'll finally upload this. But I will probably go back to my home in Delhi on Saturday, hopefully, because I am feeling a lot better now. I know a lot of you asked me what happened and a lot of you are curious, and I understand that, but it's not that I don't want to share with you what happened. It's just that I think right now I am not in the mood to share, because I don't want to kind of go through, you know, all the sad stuff in my head right now. So currently I'm not in a place where I can share what happened, but when I do get there, when I'm like, fine, I can talk about it, then I'll talk about it. Right now I just don't want to think about all the sad stuff. So let's get that out of the way. What I want to talk about is something really interesting. What I want to talk about is this. I found so I was looking for a book the other day to read, and I found some really interesting stuff which belongs to me, and which was some of my college stuff and some other stuff. So I just wanted to share with you all. First of all, this is my first ever expensive perfume that I have ever owned. This is from DKNY. It's the Be Delicious Fresh Bloom, and I love the smell, and I used to use this like so rarely because it was so good. I don't know why I do this, but the perfumes that I love the most, I use them the least because I kind of want to save them up and use them for longer. I don't know why. I just don't believe in repurchasing perfumes. Also, I don't even think that I've, except I bought a Versace perfume for myself. It was a wedding gift for me, for myself. Except that, I don't think I've ever actually bought an expensive perfume on my own. I've usually always been gifted, most of them gifted to me by my brother. Either this was by my brother, or I think this was probably by my mom, because I got this when I was like in school and we were really young, and I don't think my brother had money enough back then to buy something like this. But I don't know why. That is the reason this perfume, which is probably like, I don't know, 10 years old, still has some perfume left in it. Because I don't use it. I don't. Do perfumes have expiry dates? I don't know. I'm going to still use it. Is it usable? It is usable. It's really nice, like flowers. Then this is quite a interesting piece of tribal necklace, and this is actually from a tribe. Basically, where I used to work after I left college, the designer that I worked with, she had an assistant who was, I forgot which state she was from, but she was from the northeastern side of India, and I'm not sure, but I think Nagaland, I'm not sure. But anyways, she went back home for a holiday, and when she came back, she bought me this, which I think is so beautiful. I haven't used it because I'm kind of saving it up for something special. Also, this would make such an awesome headband. I don't really know what I'm saving this up for, but I absolutely love it, and I've just been keeping it safe all these years. This is a tiara which my husband got me when he was my fiance at that point. And yeah, I don't know what it is with people. Like, I do remember asking my mom for a tiara when I was very young, when I was, I don't know, in 4th or 5th class. I was like, I want one. And back then you couldn't, like, right now you can get tiaras anywhere and everywhere, but back then you couldn't. And my mom searched really hard, and in a few years she did eventually buy me one. And since then I just have a lot of tiaras, and I don't know why. Nobody else except probably my mom and my best friend knows that I really want tiaras and I love them. Although not anymore, to be honest, but people just end up giving me tiaras. I'm not sure why. Like, I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Next is this CD from Hum Dil De Chuke Sanam. I don't think I've ever said this in a video, but Hum Dil De Chuke Sanam is my all-time favorite Hindi movie, and I have never ever watched it completely in one go. Like, I've watched bits and clips of it here and there, but I've never watched the entire movie, except I think one time, like probably the first time I would have watched it. I'm not even sure if I've ever watched this in one go. So why do I have this CD? We used, like, obviously everybody used to have like CDs back when we didn't have internet to download illegally, but of friends that could give you movies on the pen drive. Anyways, so we had this huge collection of movie CDs and everything which belonged to the house. So like anybody, it was for everyone. Obviously my mom and dad bought them. So, but it was like, it was the family's collection, and this was the only CD which was mine. It was, I think, gifted to me. I'm not sure, by my mom only, I don't know. But the thing was, this was my CD. It was the only CD that was mine, so I was really proud of it. Plus it's the fact that it's my favorite movie makes it even more precious. This, I think everybody had this alarm clock. I don't know if people still have these kind of alarm clocks which go ting 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 ting, but I used to love this so much. In fact, if I can get this to work, I don't mind using it again. It's like the best alarm clock ever. This is so special. This is the invite to, so NIFT, when you graduate, especially for fashion design and knitwear design, we have a runway show. So like, you know, if you've seen a fashion show, or if you've seen a fashion show on TV, how there's a proper show, models are walking with clothes and everything. That's the kind of show that we have at the end of our NIFT journey. And like after fourth year, after fourth year we have that. So this is the invite to the design collection that was like our batch. It was called the Design Collection 2010. Obviously it says NIFT Mumbai Fashion Design Department cordially invites you to the graduating show, and it was on 24th of May, 7:30 onwards. It was held at Intercontinental The Lalit, Andheri East, near International Airport. So yeah, this is the soul of fashion is creativity and innovation. That's a sketch, I think it's from one of my batchmates. And this is the event booklet that was printed, and I'm going to show you where I am. So that I'm going to hide my numbers and everything, but that is me right over there. The first selfie that I could have ever clicked was sent in for this. I had no idea about lighting or anything. Look, you can't even, like, you can hardly even see me. And those were my sketches. I made computerized sketches because I was really bad at hand-drawn one. So my collection was called the Virtual Masquerade. I'm going to read to you the expert, what do you call this? I'm going to read to you basically what my collection was about. It's, first of all, there's a quote which says, "Design is anything and everything. It is how you interpret it that makes a difference." With this belief in mind, Roli set out to find a perfect inspiration, and hence the birth of Virtual Masquerade. The theme is inspired by virtual world and virtual games. As you can clearly see, I've always been kind of intrigued by everything virtual. So the theme is inspired by virtual world and virtual games, which a majority of internet literate play today. The concept brings out the deception, the lies, and the fantasy present in these computer-generated worlds. Ooh, I had completely forgotten about this. So the collection was basically about how, like, on the computer, you can be anybody, right? So if I'm talking to you, I don't really know the real you. You can put on a mask and you can become somebody else completely. And that was the inspiration behind my collection, that, you know, you can be anybody. It's like such a hidden thing. Like, if I'm talking to you, and if I'm talking to another person, if I'm talking to a third person, I can be 3 different people on the internet. So that is basically what the inspiration was, that there's so much hidden and there's so much lies that go around on the internet. It is said that offline and virtual world personalities are significantly different from each other, but are still significantly related, which has a number of implications for self-verification, self-enhancement, and other personality theories. This show of multiple personality online has been depicted using the ancient Japanese art of origami. The origami force gives an illusion of what is and what is not. So I used to love origami so much. I don't know why I stopped doing it. I think I just never had time, but I love origami. The collection caters to the daughters of Hollywood stars who are spoiled and rich. Okay. With so many places to go, so people to go with and things to do, she has developed her own sense of unique style. She loves to experiment and wear something that sets her apart. Virtual Masquerade is about a masked ball. It is about being who you want to be, whoever you want to be. Just be virtual. Quite a write-up. I wrote that on my own. I have found a sketchbook. Oh dear God. Okay, this is a sketchbook way before I was in NIFT, okay? I don't have the year or anything written in this, but this is definitely not my NIFT sketchbook because the sketches here are horrible. And that's a dress that I designed. Would you like to buy it? I remember when I drew this, I hated it. Every time I look at it, I hate it. I don't even know why this page is still here because I hate it so much. Clearly, my ladies had no boobs and no curves. Interesting. I tried to draw a hood, I think. And my hands, look at the hands. I can never ever get hands right. Ever. Hands and legs were something that I could never do correctly. Again, a nice little ball gown. I've been fascinated with ball gowns since forever. Again, not a bad design, but the sketch is horrible. I don't know why I saved this and haven't saved my NIFT sketches. I have to check, but I think I do have my NIFT sketches and NIFT like work somewhere. If you guys would be interested to seeing my college work, you know what I actually did in college, comment down below. I'll try and find my things back from NIFT and see it. This is when I tried to draw Daniel Radcliffe because I was a huge fan of him. That's Harry Potter. Although I wasn't a fan of him because of Harry Potter, I was just a fan of him. Wow, look, Daniel Radcliffe looks exactly like him. So I tried to draw a dragon. My brother had got me a dragon showpiece and I tried to draw it. And I've also named my dragon, and I thought I'd lost the name because the name was really complex. So I used to write it on a chit and keep it like somewhere near the dragon. But I have the name. He's called Angus Semper Fidelis, because why not? This was when I found out from somewhere that you have the body had to be proportionate, and that is why you can see these lines. Apparently, I used to name my sketches too. This is Your Highness Vienna Timon, Princess of Dodane. Yeah. Okay, this is cool. I don't remember this at all, but I've always been kind of interested in charity work and doing something good. And I once drew a sketch of a school, and it's basically the sketch is of true happiness. Like it says true happiness here, which I'm guessing I'm trying to depict what true happiness is. And there's a girl which I think I have depicted as a poor girl because she has like patches on her clothes, and then there's this girl standing in front of school and she's saying, "Welcome to school. You may not be from a rich family, but put aside all differences. Let's learn together and make each other learn as well." Which I think is so cute. I completely do not remember doing this. I have found some old passport photos, and honestly, I think there's nothing worse than old passport photos. This is a photo of me from school. I don't remember which class this is from, but this is probably 9th or 8th. I look horrible. That is me in school. Completely not the popular girl. Not the popular girl at all. That is a photo of me That's me in school. I'm receiving some prize. Ah, this is a photo of me and my best friend. This is probably class 4th or 5th. And the one in the middle, just in case you were like wondering. This is an extremely special photo because I had a lot of Barbie dolls, but I never had a dollhouse because when we were young, dollhouses were super expensive and very rarely available. So I would always used to crib that I want a dollhouse because somebody we knew had this amazing dollhouse. She had like 3-floored dollhouse with a lift and everything. I don't know how back then she had this, but her parents used to travel abroad a lot. She had a lot of relatives that lived in the US, and I think a lot of them got her stuff from there, and I was always sad because I did not have a dollhouse. So one day my brother comes up to me and says, Roli, come here, I've got something for you. And he took 4 cardboard boxes and he made a dollhouse for me. And for the longest time I have played in this dollhouse, and the dollhouse, although you can't really clearly see in this photo because it's a weird angle, but it had a terrace where the babies were sunbathing. It had a room, it had a kitchen and a bedroom somewhere, and it also had like a drawing room. So I made the most of playing from this dollhouse, and I remember being so happy. And I think this picture kind of reminds me that you don't really need to buy an expensive dollhouse or an expensive toy to make your kid happy. 4 cardboard stuck together with duct tape, and not even like really well. Like, this is like really bad duct taping, but this can still make a child really happy. I found a photo of the frontal view. Okay, so the ground floor had the drawing area and the drawing room, and then this had like a bedroom. This was an empty room. This was actually the play. Now I remember, this was the play area for these babies, but obviously currently the babies are sunbathing and on the terrace. And with the babies there was always one Barbie who was supervising, so the babies were never really left alone. So yeah, I also kind of, if you can see, I decorated with old flowers and some wax flowers. I don't know why we had wax flowers in the house, but we did. So I did a little bit of decoration in the dollhouse as well. So when we were in college, I used to live with my best friend, and there was a time when I was in Delhi and she was there home alone, and when I was going back, she had to leave a day earlier. So there was a long period of time when we couldn't meet, and when I came back, I was greeted with a lot of post-it notes. So post-it notes we usually used to do a lot anyways. Like, we used to leave notes if we were leaving. I don't know why we didn't used to message each other. I just think we liked the idea of writing notes. So we would just post notes when we are going, where we are, if the maid came or not, and stuff like that. So when I reached home, she wasn't there, but I was greeted by so many notes stuck to different places. So the first note said, "Baby, I'm leaving for Pinky D's place. Gorega will be back tomorrow." Okay, so she wasn't really leaving for long, but she left me notes all over the house. I was greeted by this note, and then when I moved forward, it said, "Welcome back home, missed you so much. Mwah, mwah. Auntie just came for one day, that is on the 15th. Rest she had holidays, as most of the time I wasn't home. Auntie is basically our maid. Then missed you a lot, eagerly waiting for you, lots to tell." This was stuck on the TV, and it said, "Long time no Disney Channel or Star movies. Yippee, it's back again." I used to watch Disney Channel and Star movies all the time. "Our kitchen missed you. It looks so sad without you. No cooking for so many days. I'm sure it'll be happy again. The corn are in me and the tomatoes are still waiting for you. They miss the great cook in you." That is like the sweetest notes ever. I have another note from Stuti. I'm not sure when and where she wrote this, but it says, "Hi, this is a message from your crazy and sweet friend. Best of luck. Love, Stuti." I think that's it for now. This video is already way too long, longer than I intended it to be, and I'm going to stop it here. If you like such videos, or if you want me to continue making like videos where I look back at old things, then make sure to give it a big thumbs up and comment down below. What was your favorite old things of all of this, or if any of these things reminded you of something that you had in your childhood, or some childhood story or the other. Comment that down below because I want to know more about you as well. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.